If you love manifesting, you're going to find this interesting, because today I'm going to talk about a crazy story, a personal one, happened to be the last few days, and it's all about manifesting. Now, like some people my age, I didn't really think I had a pension pot at all. I've got savings and that type of thing, but not a pension pot. It just wasn't focused on when I was younger. And recently my brother was talking about retirement, talking about that he wanted to retire, how that would work. And it got me thinking about money and retirement. And so I decided to run a small manifesting experiment. And 2 weeks later, £48,000, which is about $54,000, turned up. And I had absolutely no idea. Now, for the last few weeks, I'd suggested to myself that I've got more than enough money to retire if and when I want to in a few years. Not that I'm thinking about it. But here's the wild part. The letter telling me about the £48,000 in my pension pot arrived at an address, my new address, and I hadn't given it to anyone. And I'd taken the pension out about 40 years earlier, so it seems, in a completely different part of the country, and I haven't updated it with absolutely anybody. I'd never heard of this before. So when I actually add the £48,000 to some inheritance money and worked it out, I actually do have enough money when I want to retire, which isn't yet. And I just never thought that would be possible. I thought I had absolutely zero. And it would have been impossible to do that without that 48k. And so today I'm going to share out what I think happened and why using experiments as I did opened the doors to new ways to celebrate our ability to create what we want. And in a minute, I'm going to explain how in the 5D reality, or what Seth, an amazing teacher, calls Framework 2, these doors are already open and they're just waiting for you and I to walk through them and invite them. Now, as I said, for years, I'd assumed I had no pension at all. If somebody had asked me, I'd say, no, I haven't got one. And that belief effectively kept the door shut. But when I tried the experiment, I told myself, I've already got enough to retire. It felt playful. I didn't apply any pressure, no fear of failure. I was testing, experimenting. And then, as I say, 2 weeks later, 2 letters arrived on my home address and actually telling me I've got this money. When I opened them up, one was about 26,000, the other one was about 22,000, and I honestly didn't know I had it. So when I add it all together, it actually marries up to what I managed to manifest. And the beauty of that is it's something I'd never really engaged in before, which was about really just thinking of things as an experiment with no pressure to actually win. And it really made it kind of easier, because without that experiment, I might have never seen that envelope at all. In fact, somebody handed it to me who had actually seen it on the floor, or the two of them. I could have thrown it in the bin because I didn't recognize the name on the company. I didn't know anything about it. So what's my learning? My learning from this is that to live life like an experiment, that experimentation with desire sparks expectation, and it shifted my perception, and it obviously opened doors that would otherwise have remained invisible. So maybe that's the lesson for you. And sometimes behind those doors, it's just a complete surprise that we're simply unaware of, a completely new reality. Now, of course, we know this isn't luck. It's just how Framework 2, 5D reality works. And Seth, who I love, one of the clearest channels of our time, called it Framework 2, the framework beyond the 5 senses. Other people call it 5D. And that's where the inner dimension, where beliefs and desires generate events before they show up here. And so when I ran my experiment, my retirement experiment, I was consciously aligning with a version of me where financial security already exists. Framework 2 already contained that probability. And through expectation and experimenting with energy and ideas and that type of thing and play, those doors opened. And the moment it did, reality rearranged itself. The letter literally appeared at this new address, 2 of them. The money appeared, and now I've got to decide what I'm going to do with it. And the possibility of retirement in the way I wanted it actually is now a reality. It's as if everything was already waiting there. Probability exists, and through my intention and psychic communication, the law of attraction really went to town. And here's another part that I'm learning. People often blame ourselves for our poor creations. And we look at what we have or what we haven't done, and then we judge ourselves. And how often we do that is it's way too much, and we actually don't congratulate ourselves for the great conscious creations. And I'm learning to do that more and more. And the experiment reminded me of this, that I create consciously. I opened the door. Nobody else can do it. It's my reality. And I'm actually proud of that. It's a well done me with a nice big pat on the back. And that's what I'm practicing, connecting all these areas, the experimentation, the play, the gratitude, and the willingness to accept my ability to create what I want. So here's your challenge. Run your own experiment. Don't treat it as a test that you can fail or win at all. Just pick an area of your life where you feel a little bit stuck and learn to play with the energy of it. Imagine it's already solved. Say to yourself, I already got the love I need, or the money I need, or the energy I need, and then watch what happens. But just think of it as living your life as an experiment of consciousness, and then notice what doors open. Notice what shocks and beautiful ideas are waiting to be discovered. And then when something shifts, either big or small, celebrate it and say, well done me. Give it a go. See what happens. And let me know in the comments what your experiment is. Are you going to run it for a week? Actually, mine was 2 weeks. I didn't know that at the start, but it took 2 weeks, which was just, it's kind of mental really. And in my next video, I'm going to reveal the second experiment I tried after this one. And again, the surprising results that happen. I want to remind myself, as I did, and you maybe, that life isn't a test that you can win or fail at. It's a series of experiments if you want to play with it and take the energy out of the seriousness. Every experiment opens a brand new door. So go and play without fear or concern of the outcome. It seems to really, well, it released me anyway. And because you never know what's waiting, what probabilities exist that you simply aren't aware of. And if you want to try experiments like this and you're interested in learning more, hit subscribe, join the school group, the links in the bio. And remember, the only limits are ones that we've never tested. Okay, the only limits are ones that we've never tested. So go and play. Think of life as an experiment. It's not to win or fail. It's simply to play. And it's an astounding result for me completely. And yeah, great fun as well. That's it, guys. Have a great day. The link's in the bio through to school. Subscribe if you like the channel. And if you like the video, hit that button. Thanks very much. Have a great day.